What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we'll be doing some rune crafting. It's been a little while since I have done a video actually. The reason that that is because my internet has been kind of shitty, and it was down for a little while, and when it was down I wasn't able to actually like it wouldn't let me mirror to the PC. I think it's because the wireless was like screwed up. So yeah, that's why I haven't been making videos for a little while. Also, it's also why I haven't streamed as well. Even when my internet came back up, and actually even before that, the upload on my internet was really crappy for some reason. It wasn't like that before, obviously, but just like one day suddenly it just wouldn't. Like when I tried to turn on the stream, oh, actually, wait, we might keep that. There's speed on it. So when I try to turn on the stream, it would it just struggled to upload, and it just yeah, like it was just unviewable. You wouldn't be able to tell like what was happening. So yeah, so I was unable to do that for a while. Hopefully it will be back to normal soon. I need to test it out probably tomorrow, or like I guess depends when I release this video, but yeah, I'll be trying it soon. We can keep this one, and hopefully it's back to normal, because the disruptions was supposed to end like yesterday, but you know, we never know with these companies. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I guess we can try to roll that. I don't normally keep 5-star runes, but because it's like purple or legendary, I'll just like roll it a couple of times and see how it goes there. So yeah, mostly I've got swift runes to craft because I've been farming mostly giants, but there are some of like I guess we'll keep them for the speed. There are still some violent and will to craft, but not as many. I'll also have a few. I think I have a few that I kept from farming, which I'll also upgrade. Plus, also, I've got appraisal stones. I bought all the packs that were available. I've used up half of them, but yeah, there's still some more that I can use to upgrade. Hopefully, I can get something from actually crafting. Like I honestly don't really care what the substats are on the slot 4 and 6, as long as I can get one with like a main stat. I'll I would appraise it no matter how bad the substats are. But I haven't found anything like that. I've found slot 1, 3 and 5, but never slot 4 and 6, so I've been using it on like the odd slots, which it turned out okay for me, because I used it on a slot 1 to upgrade my Bernard. I finally got an upgrade for it. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is a sick rune. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep that one. That's the best rune so far. But be unfortunate that it's a slot 1, but if it rolls, you know, triple roll, I can always upgrade something with it. I actually have a lot of like those type of runes, like a DPS slot 1. I have quite a lot of them already. So yeah, hoping for those like multiple speed rolls. Yeah, so I'll be doing. I have at least a violent slot 5 to appraise, so there'll be at least that. Hopefully there'll be some others to do, but we'll see. Normally, I think if you're free to play, I wouldn't appraise slot 1, 3, and 5 unless you definitely know that you can upgrade something with it. Oh, damn! It kicked me out because of the network connection. Just give me a second. So yeah, unless you know specifically that that's your weakest link is that particular slot. Say for example for me, the weakest speed rune for my Bernard was slot 1, and that's because the best space speed slot 1 I had for Swift was only 17. That's a base speed before grind. Okay. So that's why I didn't mind reappraising slot 1, because eventually I got a triple roll. I got a 22 base, and that upgraded my Bernard significantly. It's quite a lot of base speed to get. So if you have something like that, then that's fine. Especially if it's Violent, Swift, or maybe Will. I would try to avoid Will. I think Violent and Swift definitely, because the thing with Violent and Swift is you need 4 pace, right? So you need a lot more of these. 1 second. Sorry, my throat was a bit fucked up there. You have you need a lot more quality runes to make a proper Violent and Swift set, right? Therefore, you know, the more you can get of these, you know, the better. Okay, I'll keep it for the speed. It's not very good though, but we'll see. I typically don't like to keep like crit damage, especially you know, 5-star runes. HP and defense, yeah, it's okay, but crit damage, like, you lose quite a lot of damage from that. Same for defense as well. Sorry, I don't attack slot 6 actually. Like slot 6 attack 5-star, you lose quite a lot of damage as well. So I don't like to do that. Tankiness is okay, like, to lose a little bit of. It's easier to make up for that. But for damage dealers, you want as much damage as you can, right? So that's why I seldom keep 5-star of those. But HP ones, like HP with speed, especially if it's max roll of 5, I would typically keep those. Nah, don't want that one. But another reason why I'm keeping slot 5 to reappraise is because I find actually slot 5 kind of rare or hard to get, because you know, the reason why slot 1 and 3 are easier to get good quality ones of is because you don't have as many substats to roll, right? Because for each of those slots, like say for example, slot 1 you can't get defense, so that reduces the amount of substats you can roll, and therefore, you know, better chance that you get crit rate, speed, and all that. But slot 5, there's a lot more stats to share, and they may not necessarily all like work well together. For example, if you get like a rune with defense and attack on it, then it's quite awkward, right? It's not you can still use it, but it's harder to use. Well, this one has speed on it, so I guess we'll keep that, and it's legend. Purple I wouldn't keep, but legend I'll go for it. I have plenty of slot 3s, I'm not really worried about that for blue quality. Purple I would keep. Like this one. This is a pretty good tanky rune, so we'll keep that. Okay. Also, another thing to keep in mind when you're reappraising, it just came to my mind when I saw like these couple of runes. The innate stat that you get, you know, the one that you cannot upgrade or you cannot grind either. That one I would avoid. Oh, we keep that. I would avoid having things like speed or HP in there, because then you can't. When you reappraise it, that stat never changes, right? So you're stuck with an innate, say, speed or whatever, right? And obviously, if you're trying to roll like a Swift rune, having an innate speed means that you're never really gonna get that opportunity to get something like that, right? I guess we can keep for the triple roll on crit rate or HP. It's not great though. A little bit awkward on the stats, but worth trying, I guess, for a couple of rolls. Okay, we'll do a few will runes. I'll try to like keep it fairly equal, like you know, evenly spread out. 2 flat stats, but it's got HP and defense, so we can roll that. Oh, HP, we can keep that. Nope. You can be 19 speed, so that one you can try. This one I might actually go for the double crit damage roll because it might be a bulldozer upgrade if it gets 21 crit rate. No, don't want that. Okay, it's got speed on it, not bad. Nah. I think I've played a slot 1 with crit rate, so I'm not gonna bother with that one. Oh! So that's a little bit awkward, but I mean, worst case scenario, it could also be reappraised. Oh, 2 in a row? Shit, this one's really good too. Damn. Alright, happy with that. I wish I could get a, oh wait, this one? Nah, not for blue. It'd be nice if I could get like a legendary main stat though. I keep getting, odd slot. I actually have not seen, ever since the patch, like with the reappraisal stones, I have not actually seen a main stat legend rune apart from speed slot 2 and slot 6 resist. Although the resist one I'm very tempted to reappraise. It's because I can use I think resistance is sort of making it's like becoming more popular. I guess we can keep that one too. Alright, switch to Swift. Got a lot of materials for green still. Nah. Oh my god. Connection. I don't know what's wrong. I feel like this is partly because of the internet. So, but yeah, when I feel it's stupid when it does the network connection like mid like power ups, mid summons, well, apparently rune crafting. I haven't seen that happen before, but it kicks you out to the main screen. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why it needs to do that. Just retry, you know. But anyway. Oh, actually, it's pretty good. It's got crit rate. Is it? Oh, okay. Worst case scenario, it's actually pretty good for reappraising too, because crit damage is in the innate slot, so that means one less stat to worry about. So I have a couple candidates to reappraise, even though they're not main stat. But I mean, at this rate, I'm never gonna get any main stat ones. But so far, so good. Like with the craft, like you know, with with like the potential upgrades, like or the the potential good runes. Better than last time at least. Last time I got like hardly anything. No, I don't want that. Nope. No. Oh, here we go. This could be good. Okay, it's got speed on it. We'll keep that. Alright, plenty of potential upgrades. So this video may actually take a little while to go through. I'll try my best to get it done as quick as I can. Because I probably won't have time to edit this video as well, because I have quite a few things to do. I'm actually crafting today because I might do rune removal this weekend. I might, because it's gonna be the midway point between like the 2-3 events. So yeah, I might do that. And this is, yeah, so that's why I'm sort of like, you know, working out whether I'm getting any runes worth switching around onto my units. Because if I don't have any upgrades, then there's no much point doing rune removal. I can just wait, you know, an extra couple of weeks. But if I have upgrades, and if I had stuff to build, I don't have any new units to build really, except for like maybe one new wall boss unit. But apart from that, not much. I guess it has speed on it. We'll keep that. Also, actually, just now that I think about it, I haven't actually done a rune crafting video for quite a while. That's because I've been doing some rune crafting on stream, so I didn't have any materials left to do it on the video. Also, because I was crafting when I guess I can keep that. I was crafting during like really early on when Reappraisal just came out. I couldn't wait. So I just like crafted everything I had because I was trying to find something worth reappraising, right? Or like a rune type with a good slot number that I needed. There's a few okay ones, but nothing super OP. I have seen other people get some really crazy reappraisals. Oh my god, again? Are you serious? I'm so sorry. God damn it. If this keeps up, I'll probably have to edit. Find time to edit, and maybe, I don't know, I might have to delay the video for like a day or something. But we'll see. But it's just like kind of annoying, and I don't want to waste your time waiting for me to reload. At least the reload isn't too slow though. Okay, we're almost done. No main slots, which is a shame. That's like the main thing I need to upgrade. If they had speed on it, would be okay. I mean, I can't really complain. I've gotten some pretty good stuff, so hopefully I can get something nice out of it, or into like for the upgrades later on. Let's make sure I have no more wool to craft. Okay, I think this is like maybe one more. Oh no, all done. Alright, there we go. Actually, that's kind of annoying because now I don't know which ones are the new ones. I have to go through them. Alright, let's start with the will runes then. I have to look through each rune to make sure they're new. Because when it... Oh my god, are you kidding me again? Oh wait. Luckily it doesn't kick me out. I thought it kicked me out, but it must be only if it's like summoning and what's it like, and crafting, it seems. Alright, one went to speed. It was a minimum roll, but we take it still. The other substats are pretty bad, so I really need... Oh, damn it. Would I keep 16 speed? I don't think so, not with these substats. Like flat and like minimum res, it's pretty bad. This one, I have to be very picky with this one. With these sort of 5-star runes, I only really keep it if it goes triple speed. Because otherwise it's very hard to use. If it's max roll HP, it's okay, but yeah, something like that, it's very hard to keep unless it rolls very well. Alright, this one I think I will only keep it if it's double crit damage. Double attack, kinda hard to use. I feel like I could do better on a blue rune, especially because the attack, so the attack percent is, I think it's min roll or almost min roll. Wait, let me check my bulldozer rune, because I remember here is a wool rune slot 1. $17, so I can get an upgrade if it max rolls by 1%. It's not a lot, but an upgrade is an upgrade. It doesn't have crit rate on it, but I can always enchant it. But I think my bulldozer is over, it's over on crit rate anyway. That was not a very good roll, so I think I'm just gonna sell this. I think if you roll something like this, you'll still keep it. Like most people will keep it, but I don't need something like that. I've got plenty. Alright. This one, actually I'm just gonna, I'll upgrade it a couple of times. I may not fully upgrade it yet. It will depend on whether I decide to reappraise it or not. I feel like slot 1 is less priority for reappraisal though. Okay, crit damage is not bad actually. Actually, this could be the bulldozer upgrade that I was looking for, maybe. Even potentially like a will copper eventually, because slot 1 can't get defense on it, right? So it's pretty much, oh, never mind, it didn't do that anyway. But attack and crit damage is not too bad. I can always enchant crit rate onto HP, and I could probably find someone to use it on, as long as I avoid the flat, because then the other stats will be fairly high, or should be fairly high. Even if it's not an efficient legend rune, at least it might look like an efficient like hero rune. That would be okay still. Damn it, it went to flat. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there for the time being. It might probably gonna get reappraised if I have enough stones left over. Okay, again, this one could be the. I mean, either way actually. I just need a double roll into one of them. And it'll be an upgrade for something, I think, or it'll be useful for something. Alright, this is the same predicament as the previous rune. I need a max roll for this to be an upgrade for bulldozer. The attack percent doesn't matter for bulldozer because his third skill doesn't scale off attack. Damn, it was a minimum crit rate anyway, so it's a pretty inefficient rune. Okay, I kept this one only because of the defense percent and HP percent. As long as I can get those two only and like reasonably high rolls, like 6% or higher, it will still be fine. Like it'll be okay. That's one strike one. I'll give it 2 strikes total. To be honest, I kind of wanted like just to like get a bad roll now so I can just sell it and be done with it. Damn it, it actually went to something decent. Alright, I'll try one more then. It wasn't exactly the highest roll though, it was only 5%, so it wasn't that great. It was like a medium roll for 5-star, but you should think of it in terms of what it is, like what it would be if it was a 6-star, right? So from 6-star, 5% roll is like pretty much like bare minimum, like the minimum roll, right? So it's ugly in that sense. That's why for 5-star runes, I typically only keep it if it max rolls like everything, or at least like near max. So 6% is acceptable generally. And obviously 7% is pretty close to like a maximum roll on 6-star anyway, so I mean that's pretty good if it happens that way. That's why it's harder to keep 5-star runes, especially if it starts off like the rolls start off very low. Okay, it did go into defense, so it's actually okay at the moment. I have one more chance, but I think I'll just leave it for later, upgrade it later and see how it goes. Okay, because I don't want to waste too much time taking it to plus 12, especially if I'm not gonna edit it. But we'll see. I guess it depends how long this video goes for by then. At the moment, it's already like 25 minutes in, so I'm not sure about that. That was a pretty shitty accuracy roll too, so honestly I don't mind accuracy rolls if it was like max roll, because that's the problem with both accuracy and resistance, is the variation between like how much you can get from it is too large, right? You don't mind a rune if it double max roll resist or accuracy, right? Because it's still quite efficient, and units, oh that's good, units do need like some resistance at least, or like some accuracy, right? So you don't mind it, but if it's a minimum roll, then it just like ruins the whole rune, like, you know, the whole rune. But max roll is fine, right? Because it's at least efficient. Oh, double roll speed, okay, this makes up for that. This is already worth keeping. So I at least don't need to appraise this one. Alright, that was a pretty shitty crit rate roll, but it's still fun. It's okay still. I just need to avoid that flat defense. I'm gonna upgrade this one though. Normally I would don't take it to plus 12, but because it's a legendary rune and you haven't seen the full potential of the rune yet, I'll take it to plus 12. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Now, so from here, I would actually be really happy if it was 15 crit rate, because that's a very good universal rune to use. But yeah, I can't complain about another speed roll. A crit damage roll wouldn't be the worst, but it'll be, I mean, I like the worst out of the three, you know, proper stats. Obviously, flat defense will be the worst, since I'm gonna enchant that off. What I enchant it off with, it will depend on this last roll. So if I get another speed roll, it'll probably be a HP roll for, like, you know, that last to replace the defense. If I get a crit rate roll, oh my god, don't do that to me. Alright, if I get a crit rate roll, then I'll probably put attack in as the enchant, since it'll be like a good universal, like, you know, DPS rune that I can use on something like a Field Mars, you know, or Perna, pretty much anything really. I could also enchant it with HP and give it to Rakan to if I wanted to speed him up. But I think my Rakan slot 5 is fairly decent. It gives him a pretty decent amount of HP, so it's hard to replace it, I think. I think, like, no matter what it goes, I'm still going to keep it, because 16 speed base on slot 5 is not too bad. It's usable. It's not the best, but you know, I don't have that many slot 5s compared to slot 1 and 3. Slot 3, yeah, I may not keep it if it rolls into flat, or I might try reappraising it, but yeah. I think for slot 5, you know, it's a bit harder to come by in my experience, especially with like stats like these, which are all pretty good, right? And they all like worked well together. Usually you get like a bad mixture of stats, just because there's so many possible combinations you can get. Oh damn it! When the crit damage, it's still okay. Not as good as I was hoping for it, but I mean it's capable, so we'll keep it as it is. Alright. This one, pretty much it's like speed only that really works for it. I guess like resist is okay with max rolls, but I'll give it another shot. It can still be 19 speed, which would be even better than that previous rune. So we take it to +6 at least and see. Another accuracy roll. Now it looks like it actually it's like a blue rune, right? For well, like that's like blue rune quality accuracy for a 6-star, right? 16 accuracy is double roll, max rolls, which is okay. I had to waste 2 rolls into like 3 rolls total, but I think I could still potentially use this as something like a galleon rune, as long as I can get a roll into like a couple of rolls into speed. So I think it's still worth taking it to +9 to see how it goes. I mean, that's a decent chunk of accuracy. It's not too bad. Defense. Okay, that's very awkward. I don't know if I'm gonna. It's actually pretty like it's actually almost max roll though. I'm gonna keep it for now. I'll think about it and decide later. May not be before I end the video, but we'll see. Or I'll think about it eventually. I just want to do rune cleanup. Alright, we'll do the violence. No, this one. Alright, this one either triple roll HP will be fine, or triple roll crit rate, obviously. Double roll crit rate 1 into HP would be okay as well, as long as it max rolls the crit rate. Because that would be 16 crit rate, which is pretty decent. Alright, went to HP. It's a pretty shitty roll though. It's an average of 5.5 at the moment, which is quite low, but I can forgive it because it's a hero rune, right? I can forgive 1 roll, or the equivalent of 1 roll. But yeah, I think I need double HP or double crit rate max to make it worth keeping. Alright, that was a. I mean, actually, it was actually a pretty high roll in accuracy, but I don't really need a rune like this, so just get rid of it. Alright, this one. I think again, yeah, it's like speed only. Actually, the res is actually max, which is not that bad. If I can get like another max res roll and a couple of speed rolls, it'll be okay. It'll be usable. That's. I guess that makes it maybe a Necro rune. Actually, it's actually not bad for a Necro rune. If I get crit damage, accuracy, and speed. But that doesn't even need to have that much speed. It needs more crit damage than anything else. We'll see what the +6 is, and then I can work out like what kind of rune will be with like 4 accuracy. Okay, actually that's not bad for Necro, because Necro, you do want to have a decent amount of accuracy on your units, right? Because you want to land your slow debuff, your defense break, especially on things like Lich, like things like Fuko and Rigel, right? Those are the units that I try to give them a bit of accuracy on, as well as obviously the crit damage for the damage portion of, you know, their stats. So if I can get a combination of crit damage and accuracy, it'd be okay. I could probably use it on someone. And Necro units don't need that much speed. They do want a little bit of speed. Get them to around. I would get them to around like 130 speed, but you don't need that much speed into it. All right, that was very unfortunate. Resistance. I don't think I really want this rune anymore. If I was to be honest, my Necro units are already fairly decent. Unless it was like a very obvious upgrade, I probably wouldn't, you know, bother with it. Alright, this rune was pretty good, so hopefully it turns out well. Let's take it to +3 first and then we discuss. Oh, max speed, okay. That's a very good start. Actually, I think Violent Runes actually don't have that many good slot 3s even, so as long as I get one more roll into speed, I'll be pretty happy. Or maybe I mean, it's not that I don't have any, but it's just that I don't have enough. Alright, accuracy is not the worst. It was actually a decent roll. It's like above average. But I need one more speed roll to make it a truly nice rune. But I think it's still gonna be a keep anyway, because it's decently efficient and it's a violent rune, right? Okay. I think like worst case scenario could always be a galleon. It can always be a galleon rune, right? Oh whoa, 17 speed, can't complain. All right, that's definitely a good keeper there. Could have been better, but I mean it's still very solid. All right, this rune I kept because it's a good tanky rune, and this last slot I can enchant with speed. I even have like a blue speed enchant, which is not the best, but at least it's something, right? And I also have a chance to roll speed on it too. Alright, that's a max HP roll, so that's already a great start. So yeah, like this sort of rune I could use on something like an Eladriel, Iona, even like a raid unit could be okay. If I just need like a very tanky rune. Okay, resist. I'm actually pretty happy with that resist. It's a pretty high roll. So this is a pretty good PvP rune actually. I just need like if I can get like a high roll on whatever stat it goes into, then I would probably even just wait for a purple speed enchant to give it to it, so that it's, because it's already fairly efficient already. Assuming I don't roll speed onto it for the plus 12. The defense is quite low, but at least it's a purple rune, so I get an extra roll. 19 res, okay, that's decent. It's not the best, like it's like it's still slightly better than a blue, so can't complain, I guess. Okay, this one, I guess this could be a Necro rune as well, but there's also that potential for the quad speed roll, which would be obviously, you know, great to have. Crit damage, okay, so it's looking like a Necro rune. It's not a great roll though. It's like worse than that other one that had the slot 1. But I think it's still worth trying to plus 6 at least. If I can dodge the flat, it'll be okay and like worth like continuing. So I was assuming I get like a good combination of crit damage, accuracy, and maybe speed, then I'd probably just need like a HP enchant. Although violent enchants are quite hard to come by. I only have one. Alright, accuracy is not the worst. We'll take it to plus 9. I need a good crit damage roll, I think, for this to be worth keeping. Because like a blue rune could roll better than this already, but I think it's still okay to try. If I can double roll crit damage for like 5% each, then there'll be an okay rune. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't have kept it. I think for my standards, I probably shouldn't have kept it. But it did actually give me a 5% crit damage roll, which is not bad. So I might plus 12 this later, because it's kind of very low chance for it to be good anyway. Okay, this one, I think speed is the only thing that's really good here. I don't really want like any. I don't want a crit damage rune with the defense and attack on it. At least not for a 5-star. If it was 6-star, I'll be fine with it, but not as a 5-star, because there's no. I mean, the speed will be low if I roll into attack or defense, and there's no crit rate on it either, so it's quite hard to use. Alright, do the Swift runes. This one is speed only. Like, even if I get crit damage, it's still not, not gonna be useful. So yeah. But it's a potential 23 speed rune, which is pretty good. Alright, it missed. And 18 won't be an upgrade for me for anything, so I'm gonna sell it. If it was 6 star, then it has more potential, and I would have kept going if it was 6 star. Alright, same sort of idea here. 19 speed I could make use of. It'll be an upgrade for someone. But apart from that, I mean 18 will be okay actually as well, but obviously going for 19. Alright, so it can still be 18, so I'll take it to plus 6 because as I said, I only have one rune above 17 speed, right? So even an 18 speed roll will still be an upgrade for someone. And it's pretty sad actually now that I think about it, because 18 speed is just a double roll on speed for blue runes 6 star, and I have never been able, apparently never been able to get that, so yeah. Alright, so it missed the speed, so we'll get rid of that one. Okay, this one could be a good, even like a good stellar rune even, because the speed, accuracy, and crit rate, all of which are quite nice for stellar, and then it just needs like attack percent to replace the HP or flat HP. HP percent innate is kind of sucks, but it's a nice bonus. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. It did roll into crit rate, max roll, I think. So yeah, it's not bad so far. I need another max roll into crit rate, and then a max roll via the speed or accuracy. Alright, that's okay. It has the 20 speed potential too, so there's a lot of ways this can go well. Actually, to be honest, I think my stellar slot 1 is already quite good, so I don't think I actually probably don't want accuracy. Alright, so it rolled into speed. It was a minimum roll though, but it can still be 18 speed, so I'm going to take it to plus 12. And I'll show this one because it's a Swift rune, and it'll be pretty important to see whether it hits the 18 or not. Even 17, I'd probably just keep it. 16, probably not, because I got a few 17 base already. Actually, I probably have plenty of slot 1 17 base, but not 18. I have like none 18 plus, except for 1, which is already on Bernard. So I actually need more of these for my other Swift units like Sekhmet and Wusa. Okay, that plus 11 didn't take too long actually. So hopefully plus 12 doesn't take too long either. If it's a 14 crit rate, oh, actually, I don't know if I'll keep it with 14 crit rate. I think most people would keep it. Never mind. If it was 14 crit rate, I think most people would keep it, but I have plenty of good slot 1 damage ones, so I wouldn't keep it. Okay. Alright, this one was like a pretty early rune that I got from that crafting session, and it was probably one of the better potential runes. It's got max speed, max crew rate as well, so a lot of good potential there. Oh god damn it, attack! I mean, it's still gonna be a keep, I think, no matter how it turns out. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't min roll anything, and it can still be a triple roll into speed. So I could even find this could even be a Bernard upgrade, but not anymore. Alright, but attack is still okay, but it's still a DPS rune. So now that it's rolled double attack, probably hoping for crit rate. But knowing my luck, it's probably going into resistance or something. But yeah, crit rate will make it a lot easier to use on someone. Oh, speed, can't complain. Alright, we'll take it to plus 12. Because it could still be, we could see whether it ends up being 17 speed, which is still no, it's 17 speed, which would be still pretty nice. Or like 12 crit rate would be decent too, because it'd be pretty efficient on the like speed, attack, crit rate subs. And that means for the other runes, like maybe like I do say on average you should be aiming for 15 crit rate, but if you have 12 crit rate, it's okay because your other runes can make up for it too, right? Because this rune's already providing good like attack, good speed, or decent speed I should say. So yeah, it's providing enough stats that you can't complain. Actually, worst case scenario, it's always going to be at least a world boss rune. For anyone who cares about that anyway. I care about that because I'm competing on it. I mean, I'm not dedicating dedicating my best runes to it, but I do anything left over after I'm done with PvP units. I do try to make my world boss units as best as possible. And this will help because it's got 2 grindable stats, which is quite nice. And if I can find a HP enchant, I could, you know, add that on so I can grind it, replace the resist. Also, worst case scenario, I can always reappraise this if I want to, because you know, keep in mind I only have one, you know, 22 speed rune on slot 1, so I could still use more of them, right? So I could reroll that, but I don't know. I don't think I would when it's, you know, this efficient. Maybe if I had nothing else to reroll, I might try, because you can always keep the original stats anyway. Alright, this rune taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Oh, we did get 17 speed, okay. At least it's decent. I mean, it's not upgrading anyone, but, you know, it's capable. Alright, so we've got plenty of slot 1 speed runes now. Well, at least 17 speed. I'm pretty sure I have like at least 3 or 4 of those. I think 4. Alright, this one I can't remember if it can be an upgrade for Bernard, but it could be an upgrade for someone. Okay, never mind. It's no longer an upgrade for anyone. Okay, oh, this one's not bad. Pretty good tanky rune actually. So this one can be, what, 22 speed? That's pretty good. Alright. 21 is the max now, which is okay. As long as I can double roll this. Well, I mean, sorry, as long as I can like roll 2 more times. Even if they're low rolls, it will still be a useful rune. Alright, 15 speed. I wonder if let me just quickly check. Good idea just to quickly check whether like it would be an upgrade for any of your main Swift users. 15, not really, but it would have more HP, I think. Alright, I'll take it to 15, or hopefully take 15. Because I might be able to give Woosa a bit more HP if I can max grind it at 15. Apparently that was like apparently my slot 5s aren't very good either. I mean for Swift anyway. The segment wasn't using the Swift one. I think, but I must have my only good one. Alright, didn't roll into speed, and overall it's pretty underwhelming in terms of efficiency. So yeah, never mind. Alright, alright, we'll do this one first because this one has the speed on it. And even the HP is not too bad, as long as I can at least, I need triple roll his speed to make it useful. Alright, one miss, we'll give it one more chance. Alright, missed again, so I mean, it can be 15, but nah. Alright, this one probably gonna be reappraised, but with the upgrader first before we reappraise. I probably will reappraise this because now that I realize how low my Woo's rune is, I could easily get an upgrade from it. Oh, unless it does multiple crit rate rolls. Alright, so I think it's most likely going to be reappraised because defense kind of a bit of a wasted roll, especially because it wasn't even max rolls. If it was 16 defense, it would be still fine, but 12 a little bit weak. I'm trying to think of where else I would use it. It's don't think that there's much else I could use it. I mean, it could be a common rune. You have to enchant speed onto it somewhere, probably over accuracy, but I don't think it's worth doing that. I think it's probably going to be reappraised instead. Worst case scenario, it can always be a world boss rune as well, because at least it has all percentage stats, right? And 2 grindable percentage stats as well. Even has the innate for the bonus efficiency too, so that's pretty nice. But I think, actually, I'm trying to think whether I would reappraise this one first or the violent one. Alright, that's actually pretty efficient. Decently efficient. 7% rolls. I'm gonna take it to plus 12 first, and then I guess I'll decide. Actually, I think I'll reappraise the violent one first because I need more violence. Plus, the violent one has 2 flat stats, so I think it's 1 or 2 flat stats, but it double rolled into a flat stat, so that's why I wanted to reappraise it. I know it's a natural legend as well. Whereas this one, at least, I know I can use it, you know, for at least world boss, right? So I'll keep that there for now. Oh, there's also this one. Now flat stats, slot 6, I'll keep because, or even slot 4. If it has flat stat and it's at least hero, I'd still keep it to try to roll for speed. I wouldn't bother reappraising, obviously, though. It can be an 18 speed. I think Bernard's rune is better though. Yeah, 26. I'm not gonna bother with this then. Alright, there's one more that I think. Wait. This one. So this is the same idea as the other previous one. Except this one is legendary, so that's like another reason why I would roll it. So this sort of rune, you know, Bernard can use, right? And I think my slot 4 is 21 base or 20 speed base. So if I can triple roll this, then it'll be an upgrade. I have to give up some. Actually, I might have to give up crit damage, but I feel it was worth if the speed is higher. That's pretty much the only reason to keep these sort of runes. Alright, that was actually it's a double double minimum roll on resistance. That's pretty unfortunate. Alright, so I kept this one only because it has the crit rate on it, and it's got a bonus attack percent, you know, in the innate, which is okay. I don't think I would keep it with rolls HP. Maybe double max roll actually. Okay, it's pretty close to double max roll. But if you had 18 crit, it would be, you know, pretty good to, like, is easy to use. 22% HP will be okay though, because it's a decent tanky rune then for something like even like Rune, you know, any tanky unit. Actually, I think my arena runes are better than this, but I'll still roll to go for the 22. I probably won't bother keeping anything less than that. Even 20%, not good enough. Actually, the rolls are pretty efficient, but no, I don't need it. I don't need a rune like this. All right, this one. It's actually got max crit rate and max HP, so it's got some okay potential here. I'm going for the multiple HP rolls, ideally. Alright, that was a minimum, well, fairly minimum roll, but it's still got 2 chances, so we'll take it to +6. I can't remember if there was any other runes that I found that I kept. I remember keeping these Nemesis ones, but I would give me like, oh, never mind. I'm gonna sell. I think that's not very efficient. So let me double check real quick. I was farming Necro, so it would have been a Necro rune. Okay, I kept this one only because of the speed. Actually, it will be less than my Bernard's current rune, so I don't know how good that will be, but just in case, maybe it could be a segment upgrade actually. Because I know segment use is broken at the moment. Well, my one does anyway. Okay, never mind. Alright, so now that that's done, I think that's pretty much all the runes I've found. So I'm gonna do reappraisal, firstly on the violent rune. So wait, is this one? No, I don't want that one. Alright, so this one, this is the one I found. The double rolled resistance, 1 into defense. Actually no, it was only 1 into flat. But it kind of ruined the rune because, you know, if I rolled another one into resistance or defense or speed, it would be fine. It would be a pretty good rune. I can enchant HP onto it, but now it looks kind of ugly. So let's try reappraising. Okay, it's actually kind of decent. It's got the HP and a little bit of crit rate. I feel it's actually better than my current ones. I'm gonna switch to this one. Well, we're still kind of reappraise it though, but because you know you can always change it, right? Or you can always choose the original one. You still just pick the best one that you get. 23 attack. It's not the worst. I think I'd rather keep the tanky one though. The rolls are pretty decent though. Okay, don't want that. That's pretty terrible. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good actually. Alright, we'll keep that one. That's fine. I just need to enchant speed onto it, and yeah, 16 crit rate, can't complain. 21 HP, fairly efficient, and crit damage 7%. That's max roll, so we're happy with that. Was there any other runes that I needed to? I think this one. Okay, I'm gonna reappraise this one. So over the instead of the Swift one. For now, at least, because this one is like unusable, or actually hard to use. Actually, it might be okay. I forgot. Actually, I remember saying this could be okay if I dodge the HP, but I think one of them already rolled into HP, flat HP, so it's not that great. So yeah, actually, I think I'll just reappraise this one. Having a flat is okay because you can always enchant it off, But if a roll gets wasted into it, then you know, it's a bit of a waste. Yeah, this one could have been okay if it was like, if that roll didn't get wasted into the flat HP. But oh well. I still got quite a few appraisal stones. I might even have some left over for that Swift Rune, we'll see. Because after this, I probably won't be able to find, or it's unlikely for me to find anything for a while. By the time I find something, reappraisal stones probably will come back by then, so I can just buy some more, or I can save up from just the weekly ones that you craft. Oh, it went into flat again, so I mean, there was no hope for that, but I don't want to waste this legendary rune, right? So let's try to reappraise it. That is not very good. It's still better than the previous one though, so let's just change it. At least it has like decent HP on it. Okay, this is more efficient than the old one, so we'll keep that one, or the new one. But we're gonna keep reappraising it. That's not good enough. Even though it has speed on it, it's only 2 rolls. Yeah, 2 rolls. One thing to keep in mind actually with reappraising is if your rune was originally a purple rune, right? I believe it still picks the 4 substats and then rolls 3 times, and the 3 times can go into the 4th substat at the bottom. Normally when you upgrade runes, it can't go into the 4th stat, obviously, right? Because it's only a purple rune. But it does do it for reappraisal, so that means there's no reason not to just wait for a legend rune, right? It's always gonna be more efficient that way. So don't waste any on purple, or I would recommend you not to. This rune went 1-1-1-1 into all 4 substats, but all 4 substats are pretty decent. So I think I'm gonna keep it, even though the crit rate's like low roll. But I'm gonna keep it for now. But I want to keep reappraising because I think we can do better. Hey, that's pretty high res. I might actually keep this because of the res. It's a pretty high. Because if you look at it, it is a triple roll into res and like a double roll into crit rate. I think. Hang on, one. No, it's actually only it only ends up being a double roll. This is actually a purple rune, or like a max, pretty much like a near max purple rune. So let's keep going, but it's still pretty decent. Like it's usable because of that resistance. Nah, I'm gonna keep this one. I think do one more. Oh, 20 crit rate. It did waste a roll into flat HP though, but we can't really like ignore 20 crit rate, so we're gonna keep that. Alright, I think I'm happy with that for now. Even though there's one wasted roll, but it pretty much did yeah, like triple roll crit rate. That's not bad. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Swift Rune then. Okay, don't want that. No, that's really inefficient. Oh god. Okay, don't want that. So don't do this if you're like free to play. I'm being pretty liberal with these stones, but it's only because I can afford to, you know, buy them. It's not very good. Nah. This one can still at least be used some, like, because of the crit rate. But it's not very good, like, it's kinda ugly. So 14%, I don't really like 14. 15 looks so much better than 14 for some reason. Damn it, 14 only. Alright, 2 more. I'll just use them both on this. If I don't get anything good from this one. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, last one. Damn it, 5%. Wait. 13, 20... Nah, I think I'll keep the original one because it's still more efficient. And yeah, I can at least use it for world boss. I'll probably try again to reappraise this next, after I get next week's reappraisal stones. Unless I find something, you know, better in the meantime. But I'm probably going to be spending most of my time doing raids, R5, because I need grinds. So I probably won't be farming as many runes for a little while. But yeah, this is my new upgraded Bernard due to that that upgrade for slot 1. Alright, so that's it for me, guys. I know it was a very long video, so if you stuck around for the whole thing, I applaud you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.